Hi, everybody. Let me turn this music down. Trying to get into a little bit more of a mellow mood. Woo! The Rage Monster is on. Inside Rachel tonight. Wow. Got so much to talk about. I was getting some error messages. I hope that people can actually see what's going on. Whatever, right? Let's see how it goes. So I had on here, there was a banner. If you want to book a private reading, please, at the bottom of the screen, people, elementalintentions.com. That's my site. You can also go to Rachel G. Palmistry on Facebook and book me through there underneath the, I don't know, services tab, I think. What a taggy name for it, but that's what it's called, right? So keep that in mind. I'm a palm reader. If this is your first time watching, doing it for quite a while. Yeah. Hi, Christine. Good to see you. Now, I don't know if you are able to see this or not, but at the very beginning, before I went live, I actually posted a link to something that I think might interest some of you. And it is how to figure out your First Nation totem animal, given like your natal totem animal, depending upon what month you were born, also the element, the direction that you are associated with, given when you were born, etc. And I did try to put that link on there. Hi, Rebecca. Good to see you. So check it out. If you can see it, just let me know. It's like way back of there. I suppose I could see if I could post it again. Redundancy. It's the name of the game for Rachel. Let's see here. What do we got? Aha! That's going to do it. Okay. There we go. So that's that. All right. So I do have a couple more events planned. I do have something on the 20th, which is basically you have to pay to attend. Okay, perfect. And that is on the 20th. And I realize it's right before the solstice, etc., right? I did that because I'll be quite frank with you. I'm getting a lot of people, God love them, or whoever they believe, love them. They are anxiety ridden about this whole Jupiter, Saturn conjunct situation that's going to happen. And people are saying, oh, there's going to be a meditation on the 21st. There's going to be this, there's going to be that. And there's all this conjecture. Well, I decided to do a card reading event on the 20th, the day before. Why? Because it is semi-private, meaning that you do have to actually purchase a ticket in order to get into it, to get the reading itself, right? And it's only viewable to those people that purchase a ticket. So it's not going to be on Facebook Watch or YouTube or anything like that. It will be on my page. You can go back to it at any point in time and view it because you had previously purchased a ticket for it. Capiche? Okay. So that will be a 3 to 4 card spread per person, per attendee. And then I also did something which is I'm deeming a little crazy, but I did it at the spur of the moment. And I'm doing a New Year's well, quasi New Year's reading event. And instead of it being about situations that you've been going through, it's kind of like a projection of like the first, we'll say, quarter of the year. What's ahead of you based on what the cards are going to be pulled for you. So it's going to be a bit of a different spread. Will be cards again, and that is on the 30th of this month. Oh my God. It's like, that's right around the corner practically, right, everybody? But anyway, new year, new you, as they like to say, right? Whatever. Now let me get some of these banners and stuff off here. It's driving me a bit crazy. What is this? What is this? Oh my Lord. Okay. can't figure this out. Hi, Emma. Good to see you. We are booked for tomorrow, Emma. Okay. So, where were we? Rage. Rage. Now, I think I personally, did not pull a card of the day. What I did pull on accident was a jumper card, and it was the acceptance card. And it has a lot to do with me, I think, but perhaps it also has to do with a lot of the people that are kind of feeling like everything's all up in the air, right? It's like, what's going to happen? Which way is this world going to turn, you know? I have the old, in the U.S., there was a soap opera called The Days of Our Lives. And the starting of it showed an hourglass, and it said, just as the sands in the hourglass, so are the days of our lives, right? It's that kind of drama stuff happening right now. And there's a lot of uncertainty. And me, I kind of hinted on this last time I came on here. I was on for like 2 freaking hours. I won't do that tonight, I promise. That is right, Amy. That is right. Thank you for showing up. She's going to keep me in check, y'all. Rage Against the Machine. That's right. Now, there are a lot of people out there that are pushing forward fear. They are. And they are in this kind of stuff, right? And trust me, to each their own, right? To each their own. But I will tell you this much. Nepotism and fear-mongering and manipulation, I'm not having it. I'm not having it. And I'm seeing it. And I'm seeing it from people that are supposedly that I have worked with previously. I have always kind of been classified as the black sheep, right? On the outskirt, the fringe, right? My whole life. Whatever, right? Let's see, Emma. Yeah, let's see. So it was 6, so that'll be, was that 6 o'clock for you? So that'll be, okay, wait. I think you scheduled with me for 6 o'clock, so that'll be 11 o'clock for you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, we're on for that. But as far as this, like, throwing gas on fire and in order to make a quick buck, and it's utter crap. Okay, we should all be here for each other. We should be here for community. We should be here to support each other. We should not be here to say, you know, here, drink this elixir, and here, take this, and here, do that, and become one. evolve, do this, do that, and it'll solve your problems. I don't know, I'll probably get in trouble if I keep on this. Amy, your impression would be really, really, your insight on this would be helpful. I just keep plugging along. Just keep plugging along. It's all I can do. Yeah, I'm on the fringe. And I'm wearing fringe, people. Check this out. I'm wearing fringe. So not only am I on the fringe, I'm wearing fringe, right? So tonight, I'm going to try to keep it short, sweet. I know everybody's like, get off the soapbox, right? And if I'm not going to get off the soapbox and get to the point, my quick point is that you need to stay true to you. Listen to your inner voice. You need to listen to your inner instincts now more than ever. And I am not trying to strike fear in you at all. Be true to yourself. Don't let somebody grab you by the hand and say, this is how things are going to go. You have to follow my lead. Don't do it. Yeah, you understand what I'm getting at? Be true to you. Face down the storm. You do it. Understand your strength. Understand it. You're here. You exist. You've come through so much. And I'm not just talking about, sometimes I say crap that, and I say crap loosely, right? But sometimes I end up saying stuff and I'm like, shit, I really need to hear that for myself. But we all have come through so very much. And we exist. We still exist. We are here. We are here. That's just how strong and important we are. Don't doubt your inner instincts. Don't. And if that makes me a bad guy for saying that, and if that makes me be pushed to the outer fringe because I'm a believer in helping somebody understand their strength, right? And their individual strength, then so be it. Because, as Oscar Wilde said, just be yourself. Everybody else is already taken. And to thine own self be true. You have to be true to yourself first, don't you? You have to look inward. You have to like what is inside before you can like anything that's out there. Because then it's false. It's based on nothing. There's no foundation. There's no foundation to work with. Now get off the soapbox, right? God, I wish I could just be so open with you guys. There's so much stuff going on. There is so much stuff going on. Corey, that's my sister. She's giving me a moment of breathing. I see your question. Well, see, that's just it. There are people. I better calm down. Let's just say judgments have been made and they're baseless. Because unfortunately, as I like to say, and which is true, if you think about the logic behind it, we are all in our own level of growth, right? When it comes to spirituality, when it comes to reincarnation, when it comes to soul growth, we're all at individual levels of experience. And when we come into relationships, whether they be work or friendships or, significant personal family relationships, we're all coming from our own different angles, right? Well, unfortunately, that's where ego screws it all up. And that is a very, very human situation that a lot of people, dependent upon what level they are at, they just can't see past. So remember that. One day I'm going to write a book. One day I'll name names. And then what is everybody going to do? The way my life is right now, I'm at this point where I'm like, hey, Sierra. The way my life is right now, I'm just like, whatever. I truly am. I'm mad. I'm mad on behalf of the people that I get messages from in my inbox at night who are in constant fear because of people that I know throwing gas on their fire and their insecurities in order to benefit from it. I'm tired of it. Tired of it. So here we are. Calm down. Right? Good Lord Almighty. So, the acceptance card, right? Okay, Emma, I'm going to throw this up on the screen to try to get my mind off things. So, let's do it. Very present at the moment, but they are presenting themselves as warriors and truth speakers, but it's great to see through the crap. That's just it, though, Emma. Some people, because we are all at different stages, right? They can't see it, and it's not a fault. It's not a flaw. It's not a weakness. It's not. It's a part of the energy cycle. And I've had it with those people who are seeing, hey, you know what? I can see out of the box. You're still in the box. Let me throw some gas on your fire while you're down there, because it's not going to touch me, but it'll certainly activate you. You follow me? That's what's pissing me off. Okay. My Lord, I should just go on a rant. We want to go down the rabbit hole tonight instead of doing this, everybody. Amy, oh, I'm in the mood to go down a rabbit hole. Okay. If you just, hi, Loretta. You missed it, Loretta. I lost my mind again. Oh, good God Almighty. Just bitching and moaning. No rabbit hole tonight, Amy's saying. All right. Okay. Jeez. Hi, Marjorie. Good to see you. Let me put this up there. Good. Good, Christine. Very good. Happy to help. Grab your cards. Okay, Amy. Jeez, God. Saying she's my older sister. She can boss me around. Yeah, that's right, Loretta. Oh, no. I just have all this anger, people. One of these days, I'm just going to out everybody. I'm going to name names. I want to name names. I will. And if that, and if any of you are watching, because I can't see everybody who's watching, but I know some of you do, then heed what I'm saying. People don't deserve to be treated that way. We're all together. We're all in this together. And we each deserve to help each other grow, not to fan our flames. What, Amy? What are you saying, Amy? Oh, let's not even talk about the palm readers out there. Oh, my God. That's right, Christine. I don't know what you're laughing at. The fact that I'm calling out people for like quietly watching from the other side of the screen. I don't know. You know, I'll tell you this one. One thing, everybody. I was at a psychic fair. I'm not even going to say where it was, right? I was sitting there minding my own business, right? Taking a drink of hot tea, doing whatever I was doing, right? Just minding my own business, getting ready for the next person to come up, right? Oh, I know. No names, Amy. Oh, yeah, I know. And I'm sitting there. This woman comes up to me, and I said, "Oh, hi. Hi. So what brings you here today? What brings you to see me today?" And you know what they said to me? This is exactly what they did. And the fact that I am stating this, trust me, if you are watching this, I am not giving you power by reiterating this. I just want you to know what type of an ass you are. Okay? So I'm sitting there. You know, just hi. Put my hand out, shake hands, right? So it brings you to see me today, right? They were standing. They leaned over the table, went like this in my face. They said, "Oh, I know who you are. I've been keeping track of you." And I was like, I said, "Well, I hope it's all been good." What do you say to that? What do you say to that? That's what I'm talking about, people. Now, I am not in any way affected by that, other than the fact that that person is out there supposedly calling themselves helpful and nurturing. Hi, Sarah. Good to see you. Now that's wrong, right? Remember what I said to you. I remember what I said to you. Some point, the mask that you put on to deal with people is going to come back to haunt you. And I mean it. I mean it. I meant it then. And of all things, and in all greatness that you have, you misinterpreted what I said and laughed and walked away. That's right, Marjorie. Karma. You know, karma's only a bitch if you are. Remember that. That's even a meme or a mem or however you say it nowadays. Oh, yeah. That whole entire day, Loretta, was, let's just say it was interesting. I have so many stories from that particular day alone. Okay? My Lord lets me smack a bitch. That's right. It's like, look, woman, I wanted to tell her. I was like, look, biatch, you know. I wanted to like. I lived in Bed-Stuy. I lived in Red Hook. You know. I'm like, hello. I wanted to be like, but did I know? I delivered the message that was in my head, which was the mask that she puts on is going to come back to haunt her. And that was it. Let's see. Everything that your gift is a threat to the oppressor. Should lift your energy. He wanted to silence you. Let it out. Shine that light. Rage against the machine. Rebecca, no. Amy, like, reins me in. Amy, you and Rebecca need to have a talk. Amy, like, keeps, because I do what I do. And, unfortunately I handled it, Loretta, because I'm in a room full of people. I had, like, God knows how many more people to see. I think I had, like, 10 more people to see that day. And I'm in a room full of people, and the next person was even worse. They knew each other, and it was all set up. I won't even get into that part. Yeah, but let's just say that this world in Ohio, this part of Ohio is very small. It is. It's very small. And I'm just sitting back and I'm seeing a lot of things. And it's funny that the more you get pushed to the outside, the more energy reserve you get, don't you? Because you don't have to play the game. You can just sit back and watch it play itself out. That's right, Amy. That is right. So Spotify has decided that I need to be listening to Reiki music. Okay. Interesting choice. Spotify. Okay. It's getting heated up in here. Okay. But I just want to give you all a little heads up. Because I am not exaggerating when I say I have people come to me and say, Rachel, what do you think about? Rachel, please tell me if. And I just want to hug them. I want to hug them. It's gonna be fine. Everything is gonna be fine. I genuinely mean that. Whatever way the chips fall, however way the dominoes go, whatever you want to call it, however that house of cards falls, right? It's gonna be fine. It is. And it's fine because energy is a constant. It's just that we have to move past ego. There is no honor. There is no honorability in society anymore because of ego. Think about that. Yes, it's a testimony to their spirit. That is right. You're like, shut up, Rachel. Man, one day the book will be written. The movie will be made. Right, Amy? All right, Amy. Shut, Amy. I'll make sure Amy gets it out there. Right, Amy? Amy's like, oh dear God, no, please don't. But I know some of them watch this because I see some of the stuff they say and I'm like, hey, wait, whoa, I just said that. What is your little emoji there? Oh, was that a palm to the face? I feel the same way. Okay. So Corey is like, what did I sign up for by clicking on this? Okay. Corey, you want to know about love? After everything I just said, you sure you want to know about love? I'll do it. I'll do it. And Loretta, about drama, I'm seeing what you said back there. Drama's what wheels, those cogs, those wheels, that's what oils the wheels of the mechanism of life. That's what drama is. That's that grease. Keeps things going. Yeah, I'm trying it. Look how my face is getting red. Getting the clumped people. All right. Corey, are you sure? And I'm not saying scared about the answer. Keep a little diary about... Oh, Marjorie. It's all up here. It's imprinted in my energy. I carry it with me like scars. The empath that is in me, when I'm not doing this with all you guys, right? I feel everything. Like, I will go outside. I'll run into some random person that will say hi to me, and maybe a week later they'll pop in my head and I'm like, oh my God, I wonder if they got bread at the store today. It's like, what? You know? So it's weird, okay? It's like all these experiences are like the scars that I have. They are. Yeah. It's not a memory, you know? It's like some people can look at their scars and remember how they got them. You know, and their memories, just like tattoos. You know, people look at a tattoo and say, oh, well, I was going through this when I got that, and I was 18 when I did that. Oh, that was my first tattoo, etc. Right? Hell no, Corey, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. I'll tell you right now, though, if we pull a sword for you, then the answer is no. I already get the feeling about that. I'm going to pull from a tarot. But I have some major decisions to make here, people. I have some major decisions to make here, people, about like what I'm going to be doing in the next couple of months. And here we go, Corey. So that's why all this stuff's popping up. That, and because I see stuff on my feed, I need to back away from it for a while. Corey. Loretta, you just got here. I'm thinking about this. Corey, I'm still focusing on you, but multitasking is one of my trades. Check this out, Loretta. should have just said no. Three of Swords. Now, when I pull it, remember what I said? I just got through saying about swords. Right? Corey, this is your card. Now, when I pull this card for other people, Loretta, not going to name names, right? But Loretta, right? Now, look at this. This heart is pierced. I mean, it's like, it's gone down. There's a lot of anguish here, is there not? And these chains aren't keeping the heart down now. That's because this heart can't go anywhere. There's no movement left in this heart. But what it's keeping down is a feather. So not even the slightest of movement, not even the slightest bit of air can help things go forward. Because there isn't any. There's no movement. There's no movement in this relationship. This is your card. And right about now, you're double thinking that I'm not afraid comment, huh? This deck, I probably should have made like another little disclaimer. Yeah, Amy, that's right. Damn. Okay. Now, this deck. Oh, where's the box? Where's the box? Guardian of the Night. Everything about it has to do with that stuff that we just don't like to look at. Stuff that we miss because it happens at night, happens in the shadows, happens in the dark, things that we overlook because we literally cannot see it. Okay? So that's what this deck is about. Why are you chaining down freedom that you owe yourself? This is an air card. This is an air card. Corey. Now, some reason I want to tell you. Maybe it's with the whole, okay, you're glad to know? Okay. Good, because this is a really hardcore card, you know? Yeah, sometimes I bring this up, that there are some cultures across the globe, right, that will pick up everything and move, no matter what. Like they could have the greatest abundance of fish, fields, everything, right? And hunting grounds, etc., right? And it could be wonderful, beautiful weather. But as soon as the wind shifts from the north, they will pack everything up and move. And why is that? Because they know that the happiness and that abundance that they have at that moment is all going to change very quickly, because the weather, like the atmosphere, the weather is going to change and is not going to be hospitable anymore, meaning it's not going to be comfortable for them to stay there anymore. I feel I really need to tell you that with this card. Okay. Look how those chains aren't even touching that feather, but there's all this stuff weighing stuff over top of it and encasing it. It's almost like a fear of letting any air get to it. Rise above it. Rise above it. Cat. Rise above it, Corey. Stronger than that. You put up with me going on a rampage for like what? How long? Not over a half hour this time, everybody. You got this. You got this, Corey. You can do it. If you can put up with me bad-mouthing people, you can do this. Remember, you exist. I just want to like grab people and be like, no. You exist. You exist. Your energy exists. You might not like this container that you were in, but the energy that makes you, you, is forever. This container is just a temporary container. Use it wisely. You understand what I'm getting at? Be free. Understand. Oh my God, I got this really wild itch. Understand your strength in that. There's a freedom in that. There's absolute freedom in that. Okay, so Emma saying she unfollowed everyone. What's this? For 3 months? Were you following people? If I did that, Emma. If I did that, I would probably, and I need to, I'd probably lose like the majority of my business contacts. Just to be honest with you. Just laying it out there. Being real, keeping it real. Because that's what we all deserve, right? What is with my nose? All right. Well, right now, I have Chris Cornell on Spotify singing Slaves and Bulldozers with Soundgarden. Look it up. Look it up. You want to talk about Rampage, Rachel? Yeah, as Sarah just said. And Sarah, you're getting one of these cards. I don't know. That's not because you just used the word Rampage. You are getting a Whispers of Healing card. Wow. I'm just telling you, Emma, I wish I could. So yeah, Chris Cornell, Slaves and Bulldozers by when he was with Soundgarden. That's kind of how I feel right now. Breathe. Breathe deep the gathering gloom. Watch lights fade from room to room. You know what that's from? I bet Amy does. It's a Moody Blues song. Sarah. I swear I could feel your pulse in these cards. Or it's just my blood pressure. Who the hell knows? Oh my God. Okay. Let's do this. Sarah. Replenish. Replenish. Now you can see how different this deck is from the other deck, right, Corey? Your heart is racing? Okay. We'll cut it out. Okay. Cut it out. Take a deep breath. Now, Replenish. Now, what can I say about this card? Obviously, you need to give yourself a break. You need to take it easy on yourself. And I wish I could say sleep in, but I get the feeling that you might not be sleeping at all, which is something I also share. With that, I am not sleeping. Amy can contest that. Okay. All right. So with this, we see all of these different dream situations, all these landscapes, all these memories, all these details, even past life stuff. That potential's there too, don't we? We see that. So I'm going to ask you, you got to write this crap down. I've had to do it. I haven't been, which is probably part of my personal problem. But I offer a lot of information in dreams when I do sleep, so much to the point that it seems real, and I don't know if I'm awake or asleep, and then I'm just like, wait, what? What's going on, right? Please write it down. Because what it is that, and I'm going to say it, even though I didn't want to, there's so much going on with these veils between worlds, veils of past, present, future being so thin that it's all this like weird, the only word that's coming in my head is pudding. Do you know what I mean? Like pudding. It's like this weird mixture, just like pudding. It's like a foggy soup, right? Now, there are problems from life to life, situations that obviously never really get resolved, right? And those things are on us from life to life, just like the scars I was mentioning that I have, right? Now, and just like tattoos, people can look at a tattoo and say, hey, I got that. That was my first one, etc., etc. Well, all those situations are on your energy, like tattoos, like scars. Because as energy, your individual energy cannot be destroyed. It is ever evolving. Write it down. See if there is something, some healing that can be done, some kind of objective opinion you can have now that you have grown more energetically and spiritually by looking back at these things that are showing up in your dreams that you are putting in your dream journal, okay? That is my advice to you, because you need to find peace, because you deserve to replenish your energy. That's what it says right there, sister. Okay. And you got some pretty hair on that card too. Okay, I'm jealous of that hair. Okay. Soul retrieval. Well, Colleen, were you here for me going off? Like I was going off about some people that do this type of stuff. I know some people that do that. Let's see, Sarah is saying about her card. I can't remember anything, but do you have an overall feeling after a dream? Like after you wake up, do you have an overall feeling? Like, do you wake up wanting a specific food, or feeling like, oh my God, I'm so thirsty, or kind of remembering certain kinds of fragrances and things like that? Pay attention to those subtleties. There is a lot of information in those subtle things, okay? And Jeanette, sorry, I'm kind of going back here. Jeanette, Can't stop thinking of that dream. I bet. I bet. All right, perfect. I know you do, Sarah. Pay attention to that because that is your gift, your energy. Those scars on your energy saying, hey, we need to work on this now. Okay? Write it all down. And then go back through it whenever you have a few spare moments because you will be giving to you what you need. You understand? Okay. So, and Jeanette, that's past life stuff, Jeanette. I'll tell you that right now, right off the bat, that's past life stuff. Boom, check out past life. I just, that is my gut impulse. That is past life stuff. I do not know how old you are. Let's see. Colleen, soul retrieval. Well, I will be quite honest with you, Colleen. I have known people that have been involved in that field, right? And the outcome of some of the things that have happened, meaning the person that has been on the receiving end of it, if we are talking about the same thing here, it's never ended up very, very healthy. It's never ended up very, very healthy. It's very tearful. Medications often sometimes have to be brought in to help the person kind of heal, right? Meaning to just kind of become a little bit emotionally stable, right? It's very tricky. And I'll be honest, there's a lot of shysters out there, which is what I went off about. I really went off about it. Not about people that just do soul retrieval, okay? But be careful. If you are interested in it, I'm not saying don't do it. I'm saying do your homework. Talk to people that have actually had that done by those people that, you know, just aren't friends of theirs. You understand? But we're actual clients. You understand what I'm getting at? Yeah. You're very well. You're very, very welcome, Sarah. Let's go back here. Emma. I've been having crazy dreams of late that I remember should start to... Absolutely, Emma. We'll talk about that tomorrow, okay? But you have to. Because imagine if, I don't even know why, maybe I do kind of know why I'm bringing this up, because I'm hearing somebody that was one of my guides just popped on my Spotify. Long story, people. Anyway, and I'll get to you in just a sec, Jeanette. I see what you're saying. But Emma, let's imagine, right? If we're walking down the street and all of a sudden you see someone you've never met, and you're just like, who was that person? Who is that person? And you don't say anything, but they keep popping up in your dreams, right? And then you're like, man, I really wish I would have said something. Well, let me tell you, there is the potential. What I was looking at was Jeanette said the same thing twice down here. I'm going to get to it in a second, Jeanette. And this kind of ties into what you're asking too. I'm going to post what she's saying. Now, if you do not heal over those things and those situations that have happened in past lives, it's kind of like what they say about history. If you rewrite history, if you forget history, if you erase history, you're doomed to repeat it, aren't you? And you have to ask yourself, if you, and it can be seen, this is why I like palmistry, because all this stuff that we're just now talking about can be seen on the hands, right? Because really, if you're just now joining in for the first time, I'm a palm reader. I've been doing it for 34 years, right? So, how do I put this? You can, there's a hamster wheel effect, right? We're not meant to be on the hamster wheel. How many lives you have lived, if you keep coming back, and coming back, and coming back, you can see on the difference between your two hands what, quote unquote, right, parentheses, mistakes you keep making versus what you need to overcome in order to evolve to that next level. You can. You really can. Now, so when it comes to how does this type of past life stuff affect you in this lifetime, you will be repeating things over and over again. You might not be lost in the jungle in this lifetime because you might live in a city, which is often called an urban jungle, but you get the drift, right? It's not like a tropical jungle, right? And also with what Emma was saying, you know, you come across people and you feel a bond, you feel this like interest, right? It's like, wait, what? How do I know? Why am I thinking of you, right? It's because it's a trigger. We all get thrown little keys and little fragments of situations from our past lives to see kind of like, hey, what's going to happen with Jeanette in this life? What's she going to do? It's kind of like the universe, God, higher power, whatever, kind of like rolling the dice and saying, hey, you know, shaking it up in a Yahtzee cup and just like rolling it, saying, let's see what happens, right? You can even see whether there are people in your current life that you knew from past lives and what different effect they are having on you in this current life that might be preventing you from moving forward in an energetic and spiritual level. It's all very interesting. That's right. So I hope I kind of answered that, because I could go on and on and on, as you guys know. As you guys know. Getting verklempt again. My face is red, folks. My face is red. You're getting the energy going. You're getting the energy going. Okay. Good, Jeanette. Good. But that's how it affects you. That's absolutely how it affects you. And Emma, that's why you have to pay attention to that little voice inside that says, wait a minute, why am I thinking about that person? Wait a minute, why do I feel like I know them? Wait a minute, what? I think I've smelled this somewhere before. I think, this smells so familiar to me. You have to pay attention, because those are all those little breadcrumbs that are left in that forest of dream state. You understand? And left in the astral plane to kind of lead you home. But it's up to you to find it. Very pretty. Please. No, I get red. I get red. Trust me, Colleen, I get red. It's the whole, Swiss and Pictish and Scottish kind of thing I got going on. And then I have, Indigenous First Nation in me too. Got none of that. My sister, she tans. Like all she has to do is blink and she tans, and I go out in the sun for 2 minutes and I'm baking. I'm like, that's it. Sometimes, Christine, about deja vu, sometimes, depending on who you talk to. Now, the scientific, you're going to love this, guys. The scientific reasoning behind deja vu is they say that that is one of your brain cells actually dying, like fizzling out. And my argument is, well, if it's fizzling out, maybe it's releasing the information that it's holding. Energy into the rest of the energy that you are. So science tries to say it's just you being a little bit like, well, getting old, losing it. But I, on the other side of the flip coin, the other side of the coin, I'm like, well, that's because it's releasing that energy and that knowledge that is held within that cell. You follow me? Wendy. Listen, Wendy. No. I used to have tangent. Okay, squirrel. Listen, you brought it on, Wendy. I'm blaming you for everything from here on out. Okay, blaming you. Okay. So if people start to get like, what the hell? It's all Wendy's fault, y'all. Okay. No, you can ask Amy this if she's still on here. Before I was able to speak in complete sentences, right? This is the weirdness that is Rachel. I apparently was on the floor in my family's living room and we were watching TV. I was just doing whatever a whatever-year-old does, right? They can't speak in full sentences because they're that young. And my sister was in the room, my dad, my mom. All of a sudden, I stood up and I pointed at the TV and I said the following. Now, is this deja vu? I don't know, Wendy, but hold on, okay? I pointed at the TV and I said, oh, I had a dress like that. My friend Maximilian bought it for me, except I never got to wear it. But mine was white and had gloves that came to here. And then I sat back down and continued playing again. Let's just say everybody in my family still talks about this moment. And they were just like, of course, my much older than me sister was like, she's of the devil, in a joking manner. But, and then I would constantly have dreams that were in French. And I didn't know that they were in French because I understood what was being said. You follow me? And even to this day, I remember looking down at my hands. I know I was this woman. I remember seeing certain people in rooms. I remember looking out of this huge balcony. It wasn't really a beautiful, opulent room or anything, but there was these really, really tall balcony doors that when they opened up, you could just see treetops. Okay. Yeah, well, needless to say, I know I lived during the Reign of Terror. I know I died during the Reign of Terror in France. I know that was one of my lives. Won't even get into how I know about that. But if you want to talk about brain cells dying, Wendy, I was too young. I was too young. So there is something to energy perpetuating itself. And there's something bigger out there. And science tries to poo-poo it. And so that's why I just kind of say, when they try to say, oh, you have deja vu, it's just a brain cell dying. You're just getting old. It's like, no. It's kind of like a higher authority saying, yes, that brain cell can die because you can absorb that knowledge, that wisdom. You can step up just a tiny bit now because it's stored in you. It's stored in your energy. You follow me? And ladies, gentlemen, if you're on here, okay, because I can't see everybody who doesn't post. We doing cards? This isn't even a rabbit hole. This isn't even a rabbit hole kind of thing. And I am trying to talk Amy into going down the rabbit hole one of these days. Everybody's going to we're going to have like a tinfoil hat origami kind of session before we do that, though, okay? Because rabbit holes, Amy goes down. Woo! All right. Marjorie, my dear, you're getting a card. And I think I even sent you a free, what do you call it? A free access to the thing on the 20th because you didn't show up for the one you paid for. So check in your messages in Facebook and say you're going, lady, because you're going to get a full card spread, okay, on the 20th. But right now, Wendy, you're getting a card. I haven't heard from you in a while, Wendy. How's it going for you? Oh my God, it's warm in here. You guys got me all flustered. Oh, did you see that card want to pop up? Mm. It got too quiet. Am I super focused or are you guys freaked out? You're like, Rachel's lost her ever-loving mind. I did that a long time ago. Okay. Wendy, are you drinking enough water? I don't know. Wendy, are you drinking enough? You staying hydrated? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Here's your card. These cards keep popping up a lot. Everybody's going through the same stuff. That's what it means, okay? Remember, we're all going through this, okay? Don't feel like you are going through things alone. We're all going through the same stuff, and I can show it to you because we got this card again. Just like we had the Three of Swords earlier, okay? We have the Eight of Pentacles. So what are you waiting for? What do you feel you have to build an army for? What are you almost like stockpiling for? This comes down to you understanding your strength and recognizing your personal growth and that it's enough. All of these little pentacles, which stand for growth and attainment and everything, right? They're also known as coins, and this is an earth card, right? Are on the cap ends of these little larvae, pupae thingies, right? Now, you are maintaining them. You are not an invading force. And you have that like, army of me again. Exactly, Colleen. An army of me. You have to understand that's just how strong you are. When push comes to shove, if you only could rely on you, which you might feel like right now, that's all that you can. I don't really know. I kind of get that feeling because I said about that isolation thing. Understand your strength. This is not a wasp. This is not a honeybee. This is not a bumblebee. This is one of those godforsaken yellow jackets that they don't die easily. They do not die. They will go down still trying to sting you. Their stinger does not come out once they sting you just one time. They will repeatedly attack. That's just how strong you are. You also have wings. You can rise above the situation. But what is it that you feel you have to protect and look over? What is that? Holy God, Marjorie. That's horrifying. Get stung by that many. I also feel I want to tell you, Wendy, excuse me if this comes off or strikes a raw chord, but let them go. I don't know what that means. Let them go. The time is now. Well, if this is the second time you've gotten that card, I'm pretty sure this is a different reading I'm giving you. You know what that means to let them go? You know what that means. Okay. Hang in there, Wendy. Hi, Linda. Good to see you. Let me pull one of these oracle cards for you too, Wendy. It's just, I don't know, I'm kind of being nudged politely to do so. I know, Linda. I don't recognize your name. Thanks for stopping by. Okay. So, Wendy, this is an oracle card for you. Wendy, if you don't stay hydrated, I don't know if I need to tell you that. I'm going to tell you this. I don't care. I know you show up a lot. So, I'm going to tell you. You have to stay hydrated. You're going through a lot. You know you are. Come on. You know you are. But there's also like this acid. Hi, Nikita. This like acidy stomach kind of clench kind of situation I feel with you on these on the oracle cards. So it's time to release. Hydrate, self-care, self-preservation. If you have to cry, cry. But you can't carry that angst. You can't. It's not healthy. Of course we get this card for you. Ruminate. This is what's going on. But if we notice, Wendy, and I'm going to try to do this, you know, I'm bad with the directional stuff, do it on the mirror imagery here. But she is playing, she is using what she knows to do. The wisdom that it took, the practice, the hours, the time it took her to learn how to play the flute. The enjoyment she is getting out of it. She is creating her own tune, her own interpretation. She is creating artistry out of what she has mastered. Does that touch anything there for you? Ruminate on it that way. Okay? Create that beauty. It's there. Okay, Leanne, good to see you. Hope that helped, Wendy. Leanne, feel free to plug your song. Okay. Linda, you're getting a card. It's your first time. Hey, y'all. I'm also going to be super tacky. You know me, I just love tackiness, right? I'm trying to type. This is my virtual tip jar. As you guys know, readings are free, but tips, as with anyone and in any situation, are 100% appreciated. So if you can, please do. And if you can't, don't worry about it. Don't even give it a second thought, okay? But here it is. Okay. So, Linda, you are getting a tarot card. Disclaimer. These particular tarot cards are a little bit on the darker, edgier side of things, right? Now, meaning that they deal with, like, the things that we overlook because it has to do with stuff at nighttime. So anything that is nocturnal, stuff that we just can't really see because it's dark outside, Also, things that are known as like shadow situations, right? So we have a lot of bats and moonflowers and possum and things like that in these cards. So buckle up, Linda. And that, Leanne, you're not explaining that YouTube link. That is a Christmas song, a holiday song that Leanne wrote. You guys should add it to your holiday list if you have Spotify or Apple Music or whatever. You play it during dinner when you're opening gifts. Okay, Linda. Here it comes. Buckle up. Man, you missed me going off pretty hardcore about some people. You're like, thank God for that. I'm going to get in so much trouble, Leanne. And I was told by a very, very respectful, very, very wise businesswoman to don't burn my bridges. Poof! Yeah, all right. Okay. Linda. Someone's got a message for you. That's what that means, Marjorie. Also, if you feed it, Marjorie, if it keeps coming to like your window, your porch, your feeder, whatever, leave it something shiny. Leave it a bead or something. Leave it something out just for it, and it'll be your friend. It will. I'm not making that up. They remember those people that are nice to them, and they will bring gifts, what they consider gifts. And I'm not talking like, roadkill and stuff. I mean like shiny things, right? And they will actually remember your reaction. Like they will wait around to see your reaction when you see what they left. So they will try to keep that happiness and keep that reaction. So they'll bring you more stuff. I know, weird, right? Crows are fun. Get to my goddamn card, right, Linda? 6 of Swords. This comes up a lot too, huh, everybody? 6 of Swords. Conflict card. Linda, remember, as I tell everybody, and as I've been harping tonight, remember your strength. You are in your element. You are a sea turtle. You also have all of these swords beneath you. You have an arsenal that you can actually lay your hands on and use when going into battle. But have you forgotten about them? Have you forgotten all the tiny details that you've wanted to bring up when you go into this battle? And I don't know why I want to put it that way, but I'm putting it that way. Now, up above, we see the sword is going in the same direction that you were heading in, right? I'm horrible at this. I'm sorry, but you see, you're heading in this way. Oh, I swear, people. I'm too much of an artist to figure this directional mirror thing out with the computer, okay? You get the drift, correct? You get it. You get the gist of it. The sword is going in the same direction that you are. So you are heading into battle. You are ready. You're like, bring it. But I don't know, Linda, I feel like I have to tell you that because this is water and a sword card, right? So this is a conflict card, but you're in water. Water is all emotion, intuition, empathy. So a lot of stuff has built up over a long period of time. A lot. So if you are going to go into a quote unquote battle of wills or just clear the air and get things off your chest, right? Do it right. Get it all off your chest. So, my advice, remember, if you have to sit down and give yourself 5 minutes to write down every little thing that's ticked you off about what's going on, do it. Do it. Add that gas to your fire because this is a conflict card. And this also is a 6. 6s are known as triumph numbers. Okay? So you go, Linda. Got it. Just remember, you don't want to get into that moment and get into the heat of things and then everything's over and then you're like, oh crap, why didn't I say whatever, right? If you're going to do it right. That's what I always tell my family. If you're going to do something, do it right. All right, Wendy, you take care. Everybody, Wendy, the earthiness, the earthy lady is going to pick up her son. See, I remember. We're talking about hand types and everything, if you're curious. Okay, so next. Let me scroll back through. Jeanette, did I do a card for you? Are you still here? Are you still Bueller? Bueller, did you abandon ship? I want to see if Jeanette is here first, Marjorie. Kind of getting impulse to do Jeanette. I don't know if she's here or not. Just can't put your finger on it, Linda. Yeah. Well, write it all down. Because this is a situation with people, whether it be a person or more than one. This is always swords about 80% of the time are some type of relationship conflict. And when I say relationship, I mean business relationship, family, friends, significant others, any type of relationship, okay? So it has to do with people. So pay attention, listen to your gut, and look at every little thing that's ticking you off, Linda, and take notes. That may sound kind of weird, but like I said, if you get into the heat of an argument and all the cards are going to be out on the table and you're just going to be like, throw down and this is it. You don't want to walk away. The type of person that you are, the type of person picking up on that you are, which is this very caring person. It's going to take a lot for you to like blow up, right? You don't want to walk away from the situation that took so much energy to get to that point for you to speak up. You don't want to walk away and be like, oh crap, why didn't I say that? Because then I bet you're going to be thinking about it for years, okay? So pay attention. Well, Jeanette is not saying anything. So, Marjorie, you're up. Okay. And hey, everybody, quick plug. You know me, the tacky side of business. I have these events coming up, y'all. Hello. This card reading event, semi-private, meaning you do have to purchase access to get into it. You will have a full intensive card spread. It is only viewable to participants, meaning they have purchased access. It's not going to be on Facebook Watch or on YouTube or anything, and it's straight through Facebook, and you can go back and look at it as many times as you want because you did purchase access. Nobody else will be able to. That is on the 20th. And then I have another one I just made, which is for the 30th, and that is going to be right before New Year's Eve. Joy, oh joy, should be interesting. And that is the same type of event. Semi-private, you do have to actually purchase access to it. And all of these events can be found underneath my event tab on Rachel G. Palmistry on my Facebook page. My brain just went all of a sudden. I was like, what? Yeah. Yeah. See, Linda, Colleen is saying this too. Sarah says she's off to bed. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you. Thank you. And I look forward to seeing you on the 20th, okay? Thank you. Have a good night. Take care of yourself. Now, Marjorie, let's do this. Okay. Interesting card, Marjorie. And I don't, why I'm hesitating is that I noticed earlier today, you're like, show me the damn card. Hold up. I noticed that a statue of this very particular person watches over me from the courtyard because the courthouse is right over across where I sometimes do my live card of the day, okay? And I was like, oh, wow, that is cool. That is cool. It felt good knowing that. So I hope, Marjorie, when you see this card, you might be getting a kind of an idea of what I'm talking about, that you feel that protection that I feel when I realize that, okay? Justice. This is a major arcana card, major life change. Look at your wings spread out. You are justice. You are justice. And look at all of these blooming flowers that are they almost look like trumpet vine flowers, right? I don't think they bloom at night though, do they? They certainly don't look like moonflowers to me. But so this is a divine thing. This is something that, because they often say that trumpets from the divine and trumpets from the heaven and the sounds of the angels, etc. I want to say, Marjorie, that you are the bringer of justice. What are you doing over there? Marjorie, what you got going on? This is a beautiful card. It's been done. The situation is over. Balance will be made. Balance will be restored. Right now, so let's look at this card a little carefully. Right this second. Balance is a little off, though, isn't it? See, look at this. You see how it's a little bit off. It's not perfectly straight, is it? And you're kind of making up for that. You see how much higher this wing is? You're trying to pull it up and level it and keep everything level and keep everything balanced and make sure everybody is fitting into, getting what's this? Justified. That everything is justified. What are you doing? I don't know what your personal beliefs are, Marjorie, because we've never had that discussion. And you know me, there's no judgment in any of that. Well, whatever, right? But you see that ribbon, right? If you have any questions about that ribbon, if you don't know where I'm going with that, you just message me. But the sword itself is what is creating the balance. You understand? It's like, what's it called? The fulcrum? Is that what it's called? The actual part of the level itself, right? That doesn't happen. Usually the sword is down on the ground because things have been, the playing field has been actually leveled, right? And what we're left with is the mechanism itself. So there are still things being worked on here. So this is a sword of justice, yeah. But who's being binded? Do you even know what I mean by that? See, Justice herself. Justice is a woman, right? Justice has a sword of justice, right? And it's never really up. The sword of justice is always down because it has been dealt, right? And in the other hand is the actual, what's called, is the balance, right? It's the little thing with the rod, with the two plates that, if they are level, or if something's greater than the other, it'll be off balance, right? That's in the other hand, right? So when it comes to this, you're very welcome, Linda. I hope to see you again soon. Check out my page, like my page, keep in touch, okay? The scales, yeah. The scales are being balanced on the sword of justice. So that's like things are at play here. And this is a major arcana card. So this is a life-changing situation, Marjorie. And I'm not trying to beat around the bush. It's just that I'm not exactly sure what your personal beliefs are. And I don't, some people don't like to talk about that out on the internet. Like, out during a live or anything like that. It makes me wonder. Message me. Message me either tonight, tomorrow, if you're too tired tonight, whatever. But I We got still lots to talk about. I think we got to head into a private realm here. Talk about it. You also have the Eye of Horus here. Yeah, you also have the Eye of Horus over here. And look at where you're facing. You're facing into the moon. That's the moon. Because remember, this card is everything at night. Major change. I'm getting all these words like all of a sudden in my head. Like oppression and binding and cords, shadow work. My gosh. Marjorie, what'd you do? What are you doing over there? All right. Okay. Yeah, it's a change for good. Oh, trust me. Lady Justice is like, what? You know, there's... Lady Justice is a strong one. Justice is strong. Okay, you're not doing anything over there? This is a change for the better. Okay, don't worry about that. So maybe it's something you don't even really see that's going on. Lisa, what do you mean by released guidance? But message me, Marjorie. I'll either get to you tonight or tomorrow because I'm starting to wind down after my little tirade earlier. You're currently in a separation. You're a Reiki master. So how did what I said with you, how did what I said earlier resonate with you, Marjorie? Were you here from the beginning when I was going off about people who were adding gas to everybody's fears? Lisa, you are getting an oracle card, not a tarot card. That might not be what you want, but Lisa, sometimes we have to go inward before we can go back out. And Leanne, I swear, I burned a lot of bridges. Okay. Lisa, be grateful. You. Yeah, that's right, Leanne. You should have heard what I was saying. Now, Lisa, be grateful. When it comes to relationship guidance, you are right now in a moment of transformation. There are things that are changing that are way beyond your control. You're probably not even going to be comfortable with them. You're probably not. But guess what? It has to happen. And I'm not saying that to trivialize anything. I'm saying that that's just how the universe works. It's something like, and you know, you guys that are here, I understand, Lisa, because I feel your energy. I do. I'm not BSing. I'm not. Okay. I've told this story, and if you guys get sick of me hearing it, well, that's just too damn bad because Lisa needs to hear it. Okay. I was having a conversation with somebody that I at one point viewed as my mentor, right? And she was yelling at me, yes, yelling at me, saying that, the point of a caterpillar isn't to stay a caterpillar. It's to transform into a butterfly. That's just how things work. A caterpillar becomes a butterfly. It goes through total transformation. It sheds not only its body, it sheds its chemical makeup. It becomes something completely different and re-emerges when the time is right. You, my friend, are kind of in the position that I was in that made this old quasi-mentor of mine look at me like she wanted to slap me. I said, yeah, but what if I just like being a caterpillar? No one ever asks the caterpillar if they're happy just being a caterpillar. Why do you have to be happy knowing you have to lose and change everything? Why is it an automatic thing where you should just, snap out of it and be happy about it? Why can't people actually acknowledge, hey, there's a lot of fear, there's a lot of trepidation, there's a lot of intimidation, right? And the unknown. Well, this is where you are. You are going through a transformation. A reconciliation. You want to be the caterpillar and stay a caterpillar and be comfortable just being a caterpillar? Or do you want to accept that there has to be an evolvement? I know, Lisa, you just want to be a caterpillar. That's personally how I feel too. I still feel that way. I'm not gonna lie. I fight with it. I tell people I go kicking and screaming all the time. Even with my guides and stuff, they'll tell me certain things and certain messages, and I'll be like, "No, what? No, no." But here's the thing. We can either go kicking and screaming and scratching and clawing and become the antithesis of whom we are meant to be. Because there's even a type of self-manipulation in there, isn't there? We're almost like convincing ourselves, oh, this is good. I chose this. I must be happy, right? I fall into that trap. I do. I admit it. I try to talk myself into, oh, I'm happy being this way. I'm happy that way. I'm happy being treated this way, etc., right? But in the end, you can't change evolution. You can't change who you are meant to become. You can't. I understand, Lisa. And that's what sucks. A caterpillar can't tell. Okay, I'm going to go back to the caterpillar again. If he won't allow you to speak, okay, ask yourself why. Don't your words have value? And I'm, again, not trying to trivialize how you feel. I hope you do understand my constant battle with just wanting to be a caterpillar. Okay? I bet he doesn't want to hear the truth. And this is where you have to look at why. Why doesn't he want to hear the truth? There's a bigger picture here. That's what I'm trying to get across, and I wasn't diving into it properly. We can't keep ourselves a caterpillar no matter how hard we try. The change is going to happen. Your words matter. You argued over stepchildren. Lisa, this is where I'm going to tell you. This is that bigger picture. You can either go kicking and screaming and clawing and scratching and ultimately end up hurting you, trying to stop things from happening, and maybe even the ones that you love because they see you going through that anguish. Or you can stand up and head things face on and be like, bring it. Be the role model. Be who you were meant to be. Be the strongest person. Be the strength that you are. Be the strength and beauty that you are. You are. And Lisa, there's a reason for that. There's a bigger reason for that. And it's not some weird spiritual, existential, cosmic reason as to why he may have blocked you or why you haven't heard anything in 5 weeks. This is something completely different. This has to do with human nature. Period. My advice to you, you asked for a card. Yeah. And what does that say about him, Lisa? What does that say about him? Has he convinced you that you're only meant to be a caterpillar? Think about that. Yes. Because the card that was pulled for you, this is you. And you are witnessing the transformation. You are changing, slowly transforming and understanding your strength. It takes a lot of courage, to get back up when we're shoved down. But it's not about staying down. It's about how fast do you get back up. Do you understand me? Keep getting up. Push forward. This is I know this is your first time probably watching me, and I talk about this a lot, about how this whole year, matter of fact, is kind of like that test, right? to test our mettle. What I mean by mettle is mettle, like the stuff that makes us who we are, right? Our qualities, our strengths, our personalities, everything that makes us us, everything that makes Rachel, Rachel, everything that makes Lisa, Lisa, right? We are being tested. And it has been hard. But I'm telling you, Lisa, and I tell every one of my clients this, and I mean it, you have to be your biggest supporter. You have to. And I'm going to quote Janis Joplin here. And I don't know if you even know who Janis Joplin is, Lisa. I know Leanne knows. But Janis Joplin, wonderful, fabulous singer, right? From 60s, early 70s, right? She says, sometimes all a lady has left is to be the bitch. Meaning to be that, like, bring it. Show your guts. Show your strength. Show your drive, your perseverance, your beauty, your transformation. You are beyond that level of game that he is playing. And he probably knows it. And that's probably why underneath it all, you said you like to be a caterpillar. It's because it's a comfortable place. I know my own inner situations as to why I like to bitch and moan about being a caterpillar. And yes, I prefer to bitching and moaning about being a caterpillar because that's how my family refers to it when I go on about it. Lisa, what you're not seeing in the sentence that you just wrote on the screen here, was not really on the screen, but in the side comments, is that, but you did move on. You did. You did it. You did it. You got back up. And you will do it again. That's how strong you are. You need to be commended for that. You need to support that strength in you, and you need to see that strength in you, just as you need to see the beauty in this card and be grateful that that is a part of who you are, and that's a part that makes you Lisa. You're going to do it, Lisa. You are. It's not about how hard we fall. It's about how quick we get back up. This time you're going to have wings. You're going to be a butterfly. You're going to be a butterfly. Look at that. No. Never give up on yourself. Never. And everybody here that is still here hanging on knows this. You, and I usually end my lives by saying this. You guys know this. But Lisa, you, my friend, are more important than you will ever be able to understand because you are human. It's it, plain and simple. You exist out of everything. Lisa exists. You've existed many times. Your energy, what makes you you, what makes you uniquely you from life to life, from body to body, from experience to experience. Yes, I am talking about reincarnation. That never gets destroyed. But the fact that you, your energy that makes you you exists, proves just how important what you bring to others truly is. You are a part of a bigger picture in the universe, and with everybody around you that you probably don't even know the names of. Random people you run in contact with at the store, at the bank, wherever, at the drive-thru, right? You don't know how that impact has on people. That's right. You cannot destroy energy. It's a scientific fact. And everything is energy. And you exist. You are a part of it. You are not alone. Sometimes we have to go inward. And we have to appreciate that energy that makes us who we are before we can actually go out and appreciate how people show that affection that they have for us. You understand what I'm getting at? Your eyes need to be open. Go inward. Go inward. Be grateful. Be grateful that you are here. Be your biggest supporter. Transform. You're going to have wings, lady. You're gonna be so beautiful. You are evolving. This is it. And that shit's not right, Lisa. That's not right. It's like you and why I'm gonna say Ewan McGregor here. First off, I think he's like it's Ewan McGregor people. You wanna know one of my weaknesses? Ewan McGregor. Okay, anyway. Getting flustered. Okay, Ewan McGregor said one of his first interviews ever. He'd been married forever. Let's not talk about what happened to that marriage, okay? But he had been married forever. And the reporter said, how is it that you're still married and etc., etc.? And you know what he said? It's just not love if you have to work at it. If you have to work at getting somebody to admit that they love you, no. No, Lisa. You're a butterfly. It's not going to happen, Lisa. And don't be mad at that. Vent that somewhere else. Vent it somewhere else. Vent that anger somewhere else. That's that manipulation. That's that manipulation. You're better than that. You deserve more than a game like that. That's a game, okay? That, Lisa, is a game. That's not a partnership. That is not a relationship. That is a game. No. He's not Henry VIII, okay? If you know who Henry VIII is. No. All right. So everybody, Lisa, keep in touch with me. I want to hear from you, lady, okay? Anytime you want to reach out. And again, we've gone over 2 hours, everybody. What? Oh my God. Okay. Marjorie, get in touch. One last, I was just wrapping it up. Just wrapping it up. But remember, yeah, I'm just wrapping it. It's been over 2 hours, Sierra. Yeah. Yeah. Lyness, very quickly, you sent me some kind of a, that was you, right? Sent me a video. You sent me a video of something. You have a good night, Leanne. I understood what you meant. Yeah. These things are getting longer and longer, everybody. You hit the wrong button. Okay. All right. I was like, what is this video? What's going on with this video? All right. Catch me next time. I'll be doing this again in a couple days. Check out my TikToks. Okay. I try to post them here online and stuff, and I will be doing some kind of trying to read cards. It always turns out to be some kind of a rant, doesn't it? Swear. I'll try to be in a better mood, people. But it's just there are some people out there that are like, and I don't mean people that come on here that let themselves be known, you know, like talk. I'm saying like the people up in the corner next to the little eyeball with the number next to it that always have something to say behind doors that they think are closed when they've actually left them open. And I do mean physically in buildings. So things get heard. Okay. All right. Great rant. Thanks for putting up with me, everybody. Again, remember the events, okay? You're gonna be hearing, like, from me like crazy. You guys are gonna get so sick of me. Shit. You're gonna be like, shut up. When's she gonna shut up? And I will see you soon on that note. Remember, you're loved. You are. You are. No BS. You're loved. Take care, guys. Good night.